Hello friends, welcome to NodeCode. So today we will be discussing what is Java encapsulation briefly with an example. What is encapsulation? Encapsulation term defines the capability of Java to bind its data in a single unit. Encapsulation can be achieved by declaring data as private and using setter and getter method to set and get value respectively. Now, what is the advantage of encapsulation? Encapsulation provides data hiding other classes cannot access via private members. Easy to test. Encapsulation provides a control over the data. Provides a control over the data means data can be read-only or write-only specific, or we can provide both the capabilities. So moving toward the example. So friends, here we will create a package. Say encapsulation. Okay. And creating a class. So here we'll be creating a class and I'll be explaining how private and by using setter getter we can achieve the encapsulation in Java. So I'm creating a class here as bank. Okay. So I have created a class. So encapsulation can be achieved via declaring data member as private and using setter and getter method. So what we'll actually do, a bank will have, say, what will bank have? Bank will have an account number. So what we'll just do, account number. I'm making this as a private, okay? And if account number is greater, so I'm making it long because integer has a limit till 4 byte and I'm making it an 8 byte long. Okay, and remember what else will bank have? Bank will have your email ID. So I'm making it as string email ID. Excuse me. And what else will bank have? Bank will have the amount in your account. So making account as float, or I can make it, say, okay, let me declare account as float only. Okay, float saving amount. Okay, so I'm declaring that. So these are the three data members, or you can see the variable that are declared private for this bank account, bank class. Okay. So now these are the three variables. Now what we can do, how we will get the value of account number, email ID, and saving amount. Sorry. How we will get the value of account number, email ID, and saving amount, because they are private. Now the visibility of these members are restricted from the other class. If I create any other class here and want to access these variables, I will not be able to do it because it has been declared as private. Now, so encapsulation point is that it will control the access of these data members, right? So now how we will do it? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create getter and setter method. So what I'll just do, let me show you an example of getter and setter for account number, and later I will tell you how we can implement by using single command. So public says, so a setter method, so getter method I'm saying public void get account number. Okay, it will get, so what we will do here, say long, sorry, so return account number. Okay, how we will declare, how we will set this value, public void set account account number. Okay, and I'll use long account number. Okay, this is the account number which has been declared here. Okay, and now what I will do, this dot account number is equal to account number. Okay, so this is basically used for the current variable or a method to use. Now this is a kind of setter and getter method. So now what actually setter and getter method is doing here? Now setter method is created set account name. It is accepting a parameter account name number. Okay. Now it is saying provide me or give me account number. So this setter method will set the account number into this. Okay. Like this, simply you cannot access this member because it is declared private. So that's why we are creating a setter getter method for other class to initialize or to provide the account number. Similarly, you cannot directly print this account number because it is private. That's why we are creating get account number. Now this get account number, what will do, whatever the value has been set in the account number, it will return that value. So we can easily print it and check it out what the value has been set. Okay, so get method will print and set method will set the variable. Okay, now similarly I can create for ID and similarly I can create for saving account. So I'll just show it to you. Okay, now I have created for this. Now similarly what will happen, Java in this ID, in Eclipse ID, I can create setter and getter. So I'll just go to the right click source and here there's a generate setter getter method. So once you click, it will show all the variables that are declared inside the class. So account number I have already created. Now I have to create email ID and saving account to generate. As soon as I click on generate, you can see it is generating for email. Okay, and it is get method for the email and set method for the email, get method for saving amount and set method for saving amount. Okay, now we have encapsulated these all. Now let me check how I will able to access these three private variables. Now let me create a class. Sorry, let me create a class demo and cap. Okay, now writing a main method. Sorry, main method. What I have to do, I have to create the object of this bank class, right? So I'll create bank, small bank is equal to new bank. Okay, now bank is the reference variable of the bank. Here the new object is created of bank type. Now what I will do, bank dot, I will set the value. What I will do first, I will set the value to set. So here three methods are displayed, set account number. So I'll do first set account number. Now it is asking me to set certain value. So what I will account number, let me say this is my account number. Okay, fixing L because it is long. Bank dot set what? Email ID. Email ID is a string. So I'll provide say note code @gmail.com. Okay. Now similarly bank dot set amount. Now saving amount. So saving. Sorry. What's another method? Set saving amount. So I'll provide certain saving amount. Say this with say dot f. Float. Now, or you can remove the float. Let me say I'll provide certain value. I'll say float. Now, what will I'll do? I'll print this I want the value of what I have given the value. I want the value of my account number, I want my email ID, and I want to know how much is in my saving account. So what will I do? I'll call this method. Which method? Get method. Bank dot get account number. Okay. This is, I'm giving this space, and then what I want to get? Bank dot get my email address plus what I want to get, bank dot get my saving amount. Okay. Now let me check the output. Let me copy this. Okay, the running it's saying okay to change name, demo and cap. Okay, apply and run. See, now as you can see in the output, it is showing me my bank account number, my email address, and my saving account amount. So now what we have done in this last statement is that we are getting the output, or we are fetching the value that has been set into these private variables. Since these private variables will not be visible in this class simply, so for that we have created setter and getter method. Now this is the entire concept of encapsulation. Is you will create the private variable, you will restrict the control so other class cannot directly modify this variable. You will create a setter getter method to set and get the value, and then you can print it and you can check your output. So here we are not showing our end user. We are not showing our end user what actually this method is containing. We are not showing the variable name. Variable name is visible or not. So no variable name is visible. That is why we use encapsulation in Java, because we do not want end user to access our method or variable that are declared as private. So, thank you guys for watching our video. For further updates, kindly like, comment and subscribe our channel.